Hello Isa, how are you today?
I'm fine today. How are you today?
I am doing well. Hope you are getting yourself ready for the exams.
Yes, tomorrow is my science exam of grade 6.
Perfect. So, if I ask you some questions out of your syllabus in physics and chemistry, hopefully you will be able to give the answers.
Of course.
Let's test your knowledge.
Okay.
Audience, this is very informative video. So please, if you have not subscribed yet, subscribe the video, like and share the video.
Subscribe too. And friends, the work questions I'm telling you, it's related to NCRT. You can solve this and learn these questions, and it can come in your exam because it can ask from anywhere.
Yes, so you can refer these questions and answers and you will get your train very well. It's just like a crash course.
Yes.
So 1, 2, 3, get ready.
Yeah.
Tell me, Isa, the sun is what type of source of light?
Natural source.
Light is a form of.
Energy.
A shadow is what in color?
Black color.
Candles, oil lamps and earthen lamps are which type of source of light?
They are candle source, and
Candle, oil lamps and earthen lamps.
they are a type of man-made and it is luminous object because
They are the artificial source of light.
An
An image has the dash of the object.
shadow.
A highly polished furniture acts like a
Highly for okay, what was that?
highly polished furniture.
It's act like a mirror.
Now you need to give the answer whether it is right or wrong. And any non-luminous body can be made luminous by heating it.
Yes, true.
Any material through which light energy passes partially or wholly is called an opaque object.
No, it is called as translucent. Remember, translucent.
A cardboard is an example of an opaque object.
True.
A glass is a transparent object.
True.
A shadow is colorful.
False.
Give me the answer quickly. What is light?
Light is a form of energy which help us to see.
Okay. Is moon a luminous or non-luminous body?
It is non-luminous body because it don't emits its own light.
How does light travel?
Light travel in straight line.
Tell me one property of light.
Light help us to see, and it's also help us to see, and it's travel in straight line. Yeah.
Tell me one living thing which emits light.
Living thing, right? Jellyfish, fireflies.
What could be the shape of the shadow?
The shape of shadow is always like how the opaque object is like. It shows the structure of the object.
Does the color of objects affect the color of the shadow?
No, it will not affect the color of the shadow. It will be always in black pitches.
When shadow cannot be formed?
Huh?
When the shadow cannot be formed?
There are 3 ways that shadow cannot be formed. First, if there is no light, there will be no shadow. If there is no skin, there will be no shadow. And if there is no opaque object, so there will be no shadow. There will be always opaque object. If transparent or translucent object will not form a shadow.
Does the flame of gas stove emit light?
Yes, it is emit light. I know this is artificial, but it emits a no light because it don't take from other substance to light.
Can light pass through opaque objects?
No, it's wrong. Yeah.
Okay, Isa. If I ask you, why does a pinhole camera produces an inverted image?
Because light travel in straight line, but in pinhole camera, the object's light go in a like crisscross way. That's why the pinhole camera makes a upside image.
What do you understand by rectilinear propagation of light?
Rectilinear propagation means light travel in straight line.
When we are able to see the object.
When there is light, then only we can see the objects.
That's wonderful. What is reflector? Give me one example.
Reflector means when a light goes to the object and when it's reflect to our eyes, that is called as reflector. And example like a mirror.
That's great. Why polished surfaces causes glare in our eyes?
This is because when the surface of the object is very sharp or very sharp or something, that will, when the light comes on the object, it forming comes in our eyes, making it clear.
Tell me some natural sources of light.
It's some like a sun and jellyfish, stars, and etc.
Can we see shadow even if there is no light?
We cannot see the shadow if there is no light because there's some pattern to follow how to make the shadow.
What is the color of shadow?
The color of shadow it will be always in black switches.
How can non-luminous object be made luminous?
By heating the non-luminous object, it can be make it luminous.
Why train and aeroplane services are disturbed on rainy or foggy day?
Because whenever it is rainy or foggy day, it becomes translucent air. That's why when there is going of aeroplane or trains, they become a little bit disturbed.
Because the visibility becomes less.
Yeah.
That's good. That's fair enough. I'm very happy with those answers. Can you please tell me if I ask you some questions related to a luminous object, which of the following is non-luminous object? That's called sun, star, moon or tube light.
Sun. Moon.
Which of the following is not always necessary to observe a shadow? Sun, screens, source of light or opaque object?
Again, can you say the options?
Which of the following is not always necessary to observe a shadow? Sun, screen, source of light and opaque object.
Sun, because source of light can be torch and another thing, candles.
Shadow of a red object will be red, black, blue or green.
Black.
Natural luminous object among the following is tube light, bulb, moon or stars.
Stars.
Shadows give us information about shape of source, shape of object, surface or size of object.
Shape of the object.
Which of the following can never form a circular shadow? A ball, flat disc, shoebox or an ice cream cone?
I think shoebox.
Okay, that's wonderful. I'm asking you one case again. The liquid that floats on water is milk, coconut oil, alcohol or all of these?
Which floats on water? Oil. Because it's above the surface of the water.
The liquids that do not dissolve in water are called soluble, insoluble, miscible or immiscible.
The liquids you said.
Yes.
Miscible.
What is universal solvent? Milk, water or both?
Water.
Objects that float on water are dash than water. Heavier, lighter, soluble or insoluble?
They are always lighter. Because if the density of the object is light than the water, then it will float on water.
Why does a wood float on water while coin sinks in water?
Because the shape of the wood means wood having a less denser than the water. That's why it always floats on the water. And when we talk about coin, when it goes in the water, it is having a higher denser than the water.
You are given a salt solution. Name the method to recover salt only, to recover both salt as well as water. If I give you the salt solution, tell me the method which can recover the salt only or it can recover both salt as well as water.
It can be only it can recover both salt and water by keeping in the sun, because the sunlight will come to the water and it can be separated by drying it.
How can you make out whether a given material is transparent or opaque?
When object passes through, like when light passes through the object, it's called as transparent. Example like mirror, example like glass, air, and water. And from opaque from light which cannot easily pass through it is called as opaque. Example like wood, milk, and the cloudy things, cloud.
All right. Tell me the process of distillation with the help of one example.
Distillation is a type of method which is used like in separating the substance of water plus the solid. Example like sugar plus water, by evaporating it.
How does the smell of food being cooked spread so fast?
I don't know about this properly.
Okay, so let's learn about it. Okay, tell me any four properties that can be used for sorting materials.
There is appearance, hardness, soluble, insoluble, float or sink, and I can tell fifth one.
That's fine, that's okay. Tell me the one that remains at rest when you are making your like observation of Taylor sewing machine, both Taylor and sewing machine, or none of these.
Can you repeat the question? I think.
I'm just giving you a situation. Observe a tailor working on a sewing machine. The sewing machine remains at the same location while its wheel moves with a circular motion. It also has a needle that moves up and down continuously as long as the wheel rotates. So now my question is, select the one that remains at rest when you were making the above observation. Tailor, sewing machine, both tailor and sewing machine, none of the above.
None of the above.
Taylor was remain constant. He was in rest. No, he was moving
the chair and like his leg was moving.
Okay.
And when we were talking about the needle, of course, up and down, and so none of these.
All right. What is the standard international unit of length?
Length is meters.
What is the need for standard unit for measurement?
In any place in world, the measurement come equal. That's why we use standard units which is called as SI.
And it is also used to overcome the inconsistency of measurements and for the sake of uniformity.
Yeah. And yes, this is uniform and universal. This standard unit, the key word is uniform and universal.
In 1 centimeter, how much millimeter will be there?
1 centimeter.
10 millicenti, decimeter,
Yeah.
deca, hecto, kilometer.
Yeah.
Alright? What about the motion and measurement? Hope you are confident on that.
Yes, I'm confident.
So tell me, if you are sitting in a moving bus, are you at rest or in motion?
Of course, we are motion when like there's a bump, when it goes like this. So we also moves with the bus.
What type of motion does an apple falling from a tree exhibit?
So when apple forms from the tree, that means it is having a type of a what we can say that
Gravitational force.
gravitational force. Yeah.
Why is the movement of a butterfly random?
Because the butterfly always find a random way. That's why it is having a random motion.
Tell me the two movements of the earth.
The earth have rotation and revolution.
Is the hour's hand of a wall clock at rest or in motion?
Of course, it is in motion because it moves like in a circular way.
What type of motion does the wheel of a bicycle perform?
It is having a circular motion, how we saw in that.
What is the difference between rotation and revolution?
Rotation takes 24 hours to complete. It's one rotation. It takes it changes the day and night, and revolution it takes 365 days to complete one rotation, and it is changes the years one by one.
What is oscillatory motion? Give me two examples.
To and from of the to and from is called as oscillatory motion. Example like swing and swinging when the swing is in motion, and motion and
Pendulum.
pendulum.
That's correct. When do you say an object is in a state of motion?
We can see because when the object moves one place to another is called as the object is having the motion.
When do you say an object is in a state? Sorry, this is my bad. Why is a cubit or a footstep not used as a standard unit of the length?
So cubit and footsteps are not used because if another person and to another person uses, so the if the answer gets like difference, so that's why it's not a standard unit, and it is not universal and non-uniform. That's why we don't use this method, but sometimes for our sense we use this. And cubit means from elbow to the tip of the finger, and footstep from heel to our fingers.
That's right, Isa. Now I will give you one situation. Three students measured the length of a corridor and reported their measurements. The values of their measurements were different. What could be the reason for difference in their measurements?
So they had used with their footstep because he measured the corridor of their schools, and we all say that this is a non-standard unit, which is non-uniform and non-universal actually, because whenever it goes to person by person, the changes of the measurement go on, because some have it large leg and somebody having small legs.
That's correct. I'm really very happy with your answers, Isa. Now the last question and answer session will be going through with you. Hope you're ready with that.
Of course, what's the chapter name?
I will ask you some sorting materials into groups, and then one more topic will be balanced. So tell me, in which solution iron nail lose its shine and appear dull?
Can I give the options?
Kerosene, soft drink, mustard, or coconut oil?
Soft drink.
Tell me a translucent materials from the following: glass tumbler, mirror, aluminium foil, or muslin cloth.
Muslin cloth.
Which of the following pair is commonly used for making safety pin? Wooden glass, plastic and glass, leather and plastic, steel and plastic.
Steel and plastic.
Which type of material is used to make windscreen of a car? Transparent, translucent, opaque, or all of the above?
Sorry, can you repeat the question?
Which type of material is used to make windscreen of a car? Transparent or translucent or opaque?
It is transparent.
Notebook.
Is it?
It is used to make. Which object is used to make? Notebook. Of course, paper.
Paper. There's
Table.
Table, wood or
Shoes.
plastic.
Shoes.
Leather,
Toy.
plastic,
Tumbler.
tumbler, glass, like you know.
Okay. True or false? Sugar dissolves in water.
Yeah, true.
Stone is translucent.
False.
Metals are lustrous.
True.
Piece of wood float in water.
True.
Oil mixed with water.
False.
What are soft and hard materials? Give me some examples.
Okay, soft hard materials are materials which cannot be easily crushed, destroyed or cut. These materials, for example, of wood and wood. Okay, example is this. And soft materials are the materials which can be easily destroyed, cut, or making another shape. And easily this is always belongs to the human beings. For example, pillows and soft toys, etc.
On what basis materials are grouped together?
We group in the basis of three property. We group materials because to study their properties, to classify them, and third one to understanding of grouping every materials into one way, depending on the properties.
What is solubility? Give me two examples of each soluble and insoluble in water.
Solubility: when a solid put it on a liquid and which occupies the space between the liquid is called a solubility. And I'm telling a fact that water is an universal solvent, and for example, for a soluble, that is sugar plus water, and insoluble like stone and sand and liquid like water.
Why are the handles of cooking vessels made of wood or plastic?
So first of all, wood or plastic is a bad conductor of the heat. Just because this is put in because they don't take the heat very fast. That's why it is easy to handle the whole pot or the pan, anything else.
What is the reason for classifying the materials?
How I say it, we classify in the basis of appearance, hardness, solubility, transparency, and sink or float. And also we classify material because to learn the properties of the material, to classify them, to arrange them.
What do you mean by properties of the material?
Properties of materials means that how it we separate them in the basis of their appearance, hardness, soluble, insoluble, float or sink, or transparent. Transparency means transparent, translucent, or opaque.
Tell me the property on which floating and sinking of body depends.
Floating and sinking always depends on the density of the object and the density of the liquid.
Tell me 5 physical properties of material.
How I said again, appearance, hardness, soluble, insoluble, float or sink, or transparency.
Is air a good or poor conductor of electricity? Give me an example to prove your answer.
It's a poor conductor of electricity because whenever the electricity made by the wind, the very fast it comes, so and sometimes slow air comes, so it is very loss for us for the electricity depending on the air.
Differentiate between transparent, translucent, and opaque.
Object from which the light can easily pass through it is called as transparent object. Example like glass, water, and air. Object from which light can partially go from that is called translucent. Example like fog, fog, lemon water, and again once in a solid we can say that the glass which is translucent, and opaque. Object from which light cannot easily pass through is called as opaque object. Example like the wood, then milk, and gas like thick clouds.
Aisha, can you please tell me the scientific term of the substance through which light can pass?
Light can pass transparent.
Substance which shines.
Transparent.
A substance which produces sound.
Sorry, I don't know this.
A substance which catches fire easily.
Flammable.
Why metallic wires have a coating of plastic over them?
Because when a plumber or in mainly houses we use the wires, right? So not to get the shock, we put rubber or the aluminium wrap of the wire.
Why the pin plugs are electrical and electrical appliances are made from plastic and not from the metal one?
Because from plastic the electricity can be some not in a perfect touch, but when we'll put metal, so it can be in a direct contact with each other, which can be make shocks as our or contain fire.
Why can't you hold hot tea into the steel glass?
Because hot steel glasses catches the heat very immediately. That's we can't hold the glass because of it's hot.
Because the tea is hot, and because of hot tea, the steel glass gets
Also become
hotter.
hot because it comes in a early contact with the heat.
Why ice floats in water?
Because ice having more denser than the water.
My last question is
Sorry, less denser than water.
less denser than water. My last question is why electrician wears rubber gloves to repair electric gadgets?
To not get the shock from the wire, that's why they wear rubber gloves.
Thank you so much, Aisha, for your answers. Hope your audience enjoyed this. If you have not liked, share and subscribe, please do that. Thank you for all your support for Aisha and Amardeep. We all love you.
Please like, share and subscribe this video if you love this.